Hello YouTube, thanks for watching. Edward here. Just want to shoot this quick video to talk about something that's a little bit personal to me. This is not about business. I wanted to upload this onto my channel simply because a lot of people here are very close to me, and I've known a lot of people who who I really appreciate and have followed me, and who are very important to me. People in my team, people who have known me for years. So I think it's important that I just upload this just to let you know what's happening, what's going on. It's not going to be for everyone. So if you don't really know me that well, it's probably going to be a boring video for you. But for people who are very important to me and who have followed me for a while, I just wanted to let you know I've had some unfortunate situation in my family, I just feel it important for me to sort of announce this because a lot of people know me well, and having already posted this on my Facebook, it's obviously a lot easier to post something in written form, but than it is to actually post something in video, especially about this kind of thing, because it has hit me. It's hit me quite badly. So my father passed away last Friday. And it was a big shock because I'm, as many of you know, I am based in Japan, and of course, it did come as a surprise, of course, but at the same time, I knew things were deteriorating, and it's sometimes very hard when you get to a point in your life where things are just going smoothly, and you don't expect suddenly these things to happen. But obviously they creep up on you, and especially now that I'm based in Japan, I'm very much based in Japan, and it's not always so easy just to suddenly say, because for years I've been thinking it's going to happen. Obviously my mum and dad are not going to be not going to live forever, and I have to make plans. I have to make arrangements. Do I move back to the UK? If I move back to the UK, what do I do? Of course, thank goodness, I do have a very profitable online business and I work from home. But I do have responsibilities here in Japan, and, I do run local businesses here in Japan. I also have, other things going on. So it's not always that easy, at the best of times, to be able to suddenly down tools and, get out and, suddenly move halfway around the world. It's not as easy as that. But obviously for years and years, I mean, for many years, I've been wanting to sort of thinking I need to spend more quality time with my parents, because I'm not going to have, so many more years. And I've often thought, even as little as sort of 3, 6, 8, 10 months ago, I figured that Mum and Dad will be around at least 5 years, and they'll be here 5, 10 years, I'm sure, But all of a sudden, I knew my father had a weak heart, and he had the occasional heart attack, but this time he had a heart attack, and it was more serious. But he was under good care, and he was in hospital, and he was taken to hospital. He was in good care, and he was lying, and apparently he was sleeping, and it just happened. But I'm very obviously thinking on the bright side. I'm grateful that he was not in any major pain or anything like that. In fact, apparently no pain at all, really. Just he wasn't really with it at all at the end, and that's a blessing in many ways, because the last thing you want is for our loved ones to, when they do pass away, that you want them to go in as peaceful as possible, and that's what happened. So I'm grateful, but obviously we all want to be there when it happens, but I wasn't. I was here in Japan, and I miss that. I miss him a lot. I miss him dreadfully, and I haven't spent enough time with him. But obviously, thank goodness, I did spend a lot of time. In 2017, I went through my divorce, and in some ways that was a good thing. sounds awful, but it meant that I was able to get back to England at that time. And obviously, if I didn't go through a divorce, I wouldn't be able to spend the quality time I did in 2017. I spent 7 months with my mum and dad. And I'm really, really glad I did, because I've lived in Asia now for about 25 years, most of my adult life, and that those 7 months that I spent back in the UK in 2017 were absolute gold. With mum and dad, at their ripe old age. um, so I'm glad I did. I'm glad I was able to spend 7 months back there. But obviously, I have kids as well, and going through a divorce, it can be horrendous. Going through those situations, trying to make sure that you get as much custody as possible with so you can see your children. So I'm grateful for my ex-wife. She's she's a good lady. We are very good friends. And I'm able to see my kids as often as I like, whenever I like, and they come over, and it's a good situation. But I feel pulled sometimes. Obviously, my kids are number one, and they always will be. But sometimes I feel I would like to have a little bit more time to be back. Just so that I could say goodbye to my father a little bit easier, a little bit more. But anyway, you can't have everything in life. I'm very lucky. I have a good online business. It's very, very profitable. And especially when you're in the crypto space, you get a nice passive income. And it's times like this where you can make these choices, and you have that extra amount of freedom. You have that extra amount of money available to make extra choices and do what you want to do. So I'm grateful for that. So my life I've got a lot to be grateful for. And I know a lot of us go through these sad times, and we all go through. And if you haven't, you will do. You'll go through times where you'll lose loved ones, and many of you probably have, and it's hard. It's very, very, very tough. But right now, this is what's happened to me, and I'm going through this. But I know it'll pass, and I know everything will get better. But the good news is that because I've been thousands of miles apart from my father and obviously my mother, and it's been very distant. But we're always on the phone. We always communicate. However, now that my father has passed away, I feel his presence somehow. I'm not going to sort of say that I'm particularly religious or spiritual in any way. I'm just saying that I really feel his presence more so than I did, and I can feel I can communicate with him, and I feel he's listening, and I can somehow feel I can sense his presence, sense his communication, which is nice. So obviously he's gone to a better place. So but anyway, yeah, I just wanted to shoot this video. I know it's not the normal video that I would upload to my YouTube channel, but you are all very, very valuable to me. You're great people, and I wanted you to know this. Not all of you needed to know it, I know, and not all of you are very, as close to me as many of you are, but some of you are very, very close to me. And I've known you for, some of you for many years. I've known some of you for just a short time, but you've very, very quickly become very important people. You're all very important, and I wanted you to know this. So that's, I just want you to know that my YouTube channel is not all about just pitch or money or that kind of thing. I'm a real person, and I know we all have these times, and I want you to know that just because I'm, energetic and passionate and enthusiastic about my online businesses, that doesn't mean that I've got things going on in my life, just like the rest of you. We all have, and I want you to know that you're all great friends, and that's why I wanted to shoot this video. But anyway, I'll be going back to the UK very soon, and thank goodness, my brother's been working hard to sort out all the necessary details. And I'm going to be going back to the UK probably next week, more likely. Got things to sort out, and I'm doing things from this end as well. And there's going to, obviously, there's going to be obviously a funeral, and there's going to be, later on, it's going to be a memorial service, that kind of thing. So it's all in the, being prepared, planned, and obviously, and there's a lot to do. But anyway, thanks very much for watching, guys, and thanks. Take care. And I'll be uploading videos in due course, but probably less so than normal. All right, thanks guys. Bye for now. Cheers.